Namco is here yet again with one of the greatest fighting games ever produced, not only by them, but in the history of fighting games. And we don't even get to start out with a fighting game. We get to start out with an arcade game made by Namco called Starblade. They decided to add their old arcade games, as they've done before with Tekken, into this game in the beginning. They did so with Galaga, and I think either Tekken 1 or 2. You can play this if you don't want to continue the game. Just play Tekken 5 for Starblade. Fighting games, we don't care. We're here to do intergalactic space battles, okay? This is Star Wars now. But you can skip this by pressing start to get into the game. And first, you got to access your memory card. It's important to see what you got in there. But also, we got to get into one of two intros in the game. The first one is usually the arcade intro that plays, and there's a second intro after this, and it is glorious. As you'll see, the aspect ratio isn't perfect. There's going to be a giant black bar at the bottom. But that's for a reason, and I'll show you later on. What is happening in this part of the game is right after Tekken 4, when Jin semi-transforms into Devil Jin and escapes Hanmaru, we now have the Jacks here that are going to try to take down Heihachi specifically. Notice how they weren't aiming for Kazuya, but they try to go after Kazuya too. That's so good. This looks amazing. Probably one of the best PS2 intros of a video game of all time, by far. Just this one. It looks so dang good, cinematic, purposeful, in character. You'll see as they start doing their fighting moves, they straight up do their fighting moves that they do in the game, which is always great to see. No matter how goofy and absurd they are, they still at least stick to the character's moveset, for the most part, unless they gain a new moveset, which happens a lot in Tekken, where characters start getting new moves. Look at this Hell Axel in midair on a Jack robot. Awesome. Good stuff. Look at him go. The Mishima's actually working together. What the? This must be Bizarro World to see that happening. Kazuya grabbing Heihachi's bald spot is just mean, man. You could have grabbed his neck, you could have grabbed his arms. No, let's grab him right in the middle of the head and throw him to the Jackbots. Kazuya gets to make his escape, and the Jackbots decide to blow Heihachi up. Nani? Bye, have a nice time. Have a nice trip, Heihachi. Good one, buddy. Sayonara. Look, it's Blade. No, this is Raven. This is a new character in this game.
Is dead.
That's not true. That's never going to be true at this rate. Forever, at least. Sorta dead, not really dead. He's dead in our hearts. Oh, and now we got the best intro of all time. One of the best in terms of presenting characters. The song is good, too. Has the softness of the new characters like Asuka, but the hardness of the Mishima family. Hardness is one way to describe it. Look at this guy punching coals straight into his hands. Let's go. Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan. Shaolin monks. Let's go. Look at these characters coming back. Got Bruce, Bach, Anna Williams, and Nina Williams continue on their rivalry through this game. And it's beautiful. Every scene in this is just glorious. I love looking at it. And I'm playing this on a CRT VGA monitor. It looks even better. I am so impressed with this. Oh my god. Marduk and King are fighting in the ring. Are you kidding me? No way they could write any better than that. Steve, no, don't show Steve. Yeah, that's, ooh. How to fight Steve. Wow, that felt cheap, Steve. Yeah, you're probably right, mate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, martial law. Look at this Matrix scene. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Are you kidding me? Brian, evil laughing is even more glorious. I think every character gets shown in the intro. Look at Asuka saving a kitty by using her freaking mountain bike. Insane anime moment. But I like that it tells a story without trying to explain it from every single character. Obviously, the characters are making noises or saying certain things, but it's mostly show and not tell, which I really like about this intro. It's very good. My boy finally gets to be playable in a Tekken game, and we get to show the new antagonist at the game at the end. That's how you make an intro to a fighting game. This is the title screen. You got Heihachi in the background. I think that's because I unlocked all the characters. This is our UI opening screen. It's beautiful. We actually get a background. I know Tekken 4 had a background, I know, but we actually get a moving background. The lights like the stage. But anyways, we were going to move on to something first that isn't practice mode. We're going to go into options for one specific reason, and that's to change the display. Because it's important in this game compared to any other Tekken game that this has different display settings that weren't seen before and were very rare for the PS2 at the time. But we're also going to look at the difficulty options as well. I'm going to be playing this game on easy because it's difficult as hell. At first it'll seem easy, but when we reach Jinpachi, it's going to become bullcrap. But you got your regular stuff. There's nothing really new here. Nothing too crazy. Your sound options are all the same. Controller setup has no 3D controller or controller whatsoever. Sad, but your buttons do light up. if you want to change whatever settings you want. As you can see, you got the records, nothing to see there, but the display settings is important. You can obviously adjust your display. You can even go widescreen in this game, which is good, I think, around this time for what, 2004 to 2005. Change the brightness if you want. We're going to keep it at 4. But this has not only normal soft and normal sharp, it also has progressive scan. Very rare. That means you could play at 525p, which it tells you on the screen. Not a lot of things had that. And if you notice, the black bar at the bottom corrected itself because the aspect ratio was made for progressive. But also stays at 4:3 as well. If you do progressive scan on a widescreen monitor, it'll actually stretch it out a little bit in some cases. So now we can get into practice mode. We got to show off some new stuff in this game, like some new characters, baby. So we got 4 new characters in this game. I say 4. Devil Jin's not really new, but he's playable in this game. We have Raven, who is a Blade homage, who's also a secret agent, kind of like Nina Williams. Asuka Kazama, who is a relative of Jin's. And Fang, who just wants to go out of his way to learn every martial arts and basically become the greatest fighter by looking for the Dragon Scroll. I'm glad I got to explain that in time because I can't really explain the roster. Just characters you've seen before have been here. Those are mostly the new ones, but we're definitely going to be playing as Devil Jin. Can I get Dragon's Nest? I don't like that this is random and also that there's a timer on both choosing a character and choosing a stage. I didn't get the best one, but we got Poolside, which is a goofy stage. Tekken's known for their goofy stages as well. I mean, Tekken 4 had a beach stage. Classic anime trope, too. But look at this stage, man. Look how good the graphics are for this. As you can tell, I put scan lines on as a filter to let you guys know that's what it was like back then. Not 1-to-1, of course. It's not going to be like that, but it's as close as I can get it right now. So this game feels excellent in terms of its movement. Look at this. Look at that movement. Korean backdash. What? I didn't even explain that before. What? Canceling my backdash? No, I'm not very good at it. This probably has one of the best movements out of all the Tekkens. It's up there with Tekken 3. I don't know if Tekken 6 is better than this. I think Tekken 5 just really has probably the best movement in the Tekken series. We'll see when we get to Tekken 6. It'll jog my memory and Tag Tournament 2, but this game just feels phenomenal in every single way. They animate the wings when you jump in the air. Even when you move left to right in terms of sidestepping, it's also there. Sidewalking is still there as well. Your Electric Wind God fists are still there. Everything you want is still there, dude. Look at this outfit by Devil Jin, by the way. Perfect. You want to body someone that plays like Jin Kazama from Tekken 3 and like Devil, this is your guy. And he has his own nice moveset that he doesn't share with anyone else either. But you got some of the classics. You got like laser cannon and all that good stuff. You got wall hits and nice stuff like that. I don't know if there's actually infinites in this game, but Steve was a mistake, especially in this game. His jabs come out way too quickly, and he does absurd damage off of low combo hits because he's basically a 2-button fighter, because his other 2 buttons are mostly made for dodging. He can throw a kick out sometimes. I think it requires a special input, but he can kick, but he's mostly a boxer. So the other buttons are usually made for dodging backwards or side to side, which is insane. That's probably not the best idea to give a guy that can throw out quick jabs the best movement in the game. Best dodging mechanics, I should say. Maybe not best movement. But Devil Jin's good. I like playing as him, but we're not going to be playing him in the story battle. The UI is more to classic Tekken, as you can tell by the yellow bar and the red background when an opponent gets hit. That's more of classic Tekken. Even classic Capcom fighting games had the yellow bar with the red background. But you have the lightning back from Tekken Tag Tournament to let you know what costumes you've got. I've got the regular costume and the alt costume, which is white lightning, is the white and black pants. One of the best costumes of all time. So good. Look at those ladies over there. Hey, ladies, what's going on? You got the waiter over there watching the fight, man. This game probably has the best Tekken stages out there. Some of the best. But yeah, this game just feels good to play. Everything, the movement's good. Like I said, there's not really too much to talk about. You could run up and grab. I think you could do this in Tekken 4. I'm not for sure. I never really tried it. Being able to double dash forward and grab is kind of crazy. Very rare that you could do it like that smoothly in most other fighting games, let alone 3D fighters. Pretty much practice mode. You got your mode select, return to gameplay, command list that you can actually see the demos of course, just like Tekken 4. You see what's going on with those. 72 this time around for Devil Jin. Obviously, that'll change as time goes on because, like I said, each Tekken game usually has a unique moveset for the character. And it's not just Jin Kazama from Tekken 4 to Tekken 3. Other characters just get new or different movesets. I know I didn't really talk about that a lot, which makes it more difficult to try to learn that character again because now they have new moves and new combo strings. It can be kind of frustrating for some people. You got hit analysis, lets you know what your hitbox and hurt box is. Command capture, counter attack on. You got stand guard, all this good stuff. Now we're going to get into story battle. Absolutely get into story battle. So we can actually talk about what this story is all about. But this time, we're going to be playing as Jin. I'm not the best Jin player, and I'm going to be struggling. And I'm using this as well to compare this to older games because the difficulty in this game, as I've said before, is insane. So the beginning story is just like in Tekken 4, where they explain what happened After Tekken 4, what's going to happen in this game? So Evil Spirit with it, Devil Gene. You got to fight Jinpachi, who is the boss of this game, and we'll talk about him when we get there. Let's fight Paul Phoenix. Look at Paul. These PNGs are really nice, too. I like them. All right, so we're going to be doing the Tekken 4 outfit. I don't know why I chose that one. See, at first, it's going to be easy. The enemy isn't really going to be doing too much, but when you start seeing 5-string combos, you're like, why? There we go. Good, perfect. That's a good start to this. Hopefully, it gets better as we go, but there's no guarantees on that. I'm fine with like the traffic light circles. That's kind of what I want. Like the font's good too for the most part. 60 seconds for a match is kind of insane. I don't know how much you're turtling to even allow that timer to get close to the end, but that's not going to happen. These matches happen so quickly that they're going to be more than likely less than 20 seconds every time. Especially for how much damage you can do in combos. Because you can combo and juggle easier in this game. I know it didn't really show it off in practice mode, but there's a lot more like staying power on the ground to where you can hit them off the ground and stuff like that. Look at this map. Phenomenal. It's like a yokai map. So Forest Law, I don't know why he took a back seat to Tekken. And Martial Law just came back. I guess they didn't like him in terms of putting him in the game. I don't think it was copyright issues with Bruce Lee, but I just don't think they were confident enough to really put him in another Tekken game. I think he's in Tekken Tag 2, but both Martial Law and Forest Law are in that game. It's really kind of sad because Hwoarang is the main guy and Jin is obviously the successor to Kazuya. We're doing pretty good. You know, under a minute and 2 stages, not the worst in the world, especially for 4 rounds. Averaging 15 seconds per round, that's pretty good. Oh God, it's Brian. Look at the absurdity of this map. What is this? Like Dr. Eggman Space Station. Look, he got the Pac-Man up there. He's like, welcome. Welcome to the what? The final what? The final frontier? I think that's the name of the map, but that's insane. Also insane if that's a Star Trek reference. I talk about movement in this game, and then I don't do it because I'm so aggressive. Laser Cannon's a bit different because he does a high instead of a mid. Regular Laser Cannon's all mid. When Jin does it, it's actually a mid-high mid. Interesting change they did. But you also get win poses after every win. The font's okay. I'm not like the big on the italics. I kind of wish it was more like the versus font or the get ready to battle font. That's much better. Yo, we got a rival in the middle of the story battle where they talk about being rivals and fighting each other because Hwoarang is just obsessed with fighting his rival. That's all he does. I just want to fight Jin all the time. And they also talk, I believe, in their native languages. Maybe not Hwoarang. I don't know if he's speaking Korean here or not because obviously he's wearing a Korean jacket. They might be speaking both Japanese. I would have no idea. Someone could probably clarify that in the comments. Closer to native, I should say, speaking language instead of bad English voice actors. There we go. Oh, that was sick. Bam. Okay, we're making good progress here. But this map's really good too. Oh, nice. A beautiful grate. Glad I got to see a grate too. It has different font color. But you also get another in-game cutscene to show that he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. Hey, the world's ending, Hwoarang. I don't think we need to worry about fighting each other right now. And Hwoarang's just so stubborn. Oh, dude, it's King. King's gonna whoop me. He's gonna do all his grappling combo just in easy mode. This is like a pit fighting map, like underground fight map. I don't know what they were doing with this music and map. It's not that great. I don't like this one. This is a little too goofy to me. Setting isn't that bad, but the music's not that great. I think it hurts this map. I shouldn't have done that. Oh! Oh, he's doing his 10-hit combo. That was crazy. Why? On easy, stage 5. Even if he missed it, that's not the point. The fact that he's just doing the combo out there is insane. Also, there is a lot of stun in this game, which I'm not a big fan of. They're clearly your combo starters or your combo extenders, which I don't really like in a game like this. I don't want stun. That's one thing I don't want in a game like this is stun. You get hit by one move and it's like, oh, it's over. There we go. Good stuff. You're doing excellent work here.
You win.
Forgive me. Voice acted battle scenes like that, I think, was in Tekken 4 as well. Oh, I didn't show the intro of Jax just floating in. There we go. We're doing pretty good. We're doing okay. Then run. Hell sweep. Oh, do you see how fast he got up? That was insane. Oh, get the low kick off. Oh, my God. Oh, no, I just barely missed. There we go. We got it. We're saved. No continues yet. We're doing good. We're on stage 7. Woo, Julia. Let's go. Moonlit Wilderness, baby. What an amazing map and song. Fits this map beautifully. There we go. Oh, my God. I busted out with the jabs. Let's go. Oh, no. I waited too long. Oh, no. Wrong one. I wanted to do the double thrust punch. All right, that's our first continue. You can keep track of them on your own. I'm not going to. These guys are way harder than they were in Tekken 4 and Tekken 3. It's not even close. They upped the difficulty for this game, and I have no idea why. See? Notice how she backdashed, full well knowing? Look at this 10-hit combo. That's what I'm talking about, like the absurdity of this game's difficulty of just input reading. It feels like classic fighting games, ironically enough. Oh my goodness. Just 3-hit combos to do 40 damage. We gotta win. We gotta get the Jinpachi. Oh, when to block that? Jesus, I don't remember Julia Chang's 10-hit combo. Are you out of your mind? When to counter there? Like, holy hell. We exchanged? We have the same frame data? No, no. Oh, see, I wanted to attack there, but did the wrong thing. Doing again, 10-hit combo. I tried. Just busting out the 10-hit combo whenever you feel like it. Full on knowing I have low health. Oh, thank goodness I did not blow that. There we go. You run into her. Yes! Yes! Let's get away. Move on to stage 8. Oh my god, not Wang. Look at this map. This is a pirate ship gold map. There we go. Run into him, run. What? How did he block that? Oh, thank goodness those came out quickly. I was going to lose that. Definitely. Yes! Got him when he was trying to move. Got him. Yeah, look how much easier he was compared to Julia. What? That doesn't even make any sense. But there's only 9 stages in this, and Jinpachi Mishima, who is your great-grandfather, the father of Heihachi Mishima, is the final boss. But he's being corrupted by a malevolent spirit or essence in his body. Mouth on the stomach is a bit goofy. But this is cool. We get in-game cutscenes about it as well. And this map where there's twisters, tornadoes all around, it looks like an apocalyptic map, an Armageddon map. Look at this guy. He's massive, too. And you know my take on massive Namco characters. Kind of BS in terms of their hitboxes. We're not seeing a lot of the BS from Jinpachi yet. Oh, okay, that's the first one. If you do not sidestep, you'll get hit with half your health from that fireball. That was also a teleport back fireball. Yes, he could do it just regularly standing up, or he could do it with a teleport. And I see, I pressed the button, it's too late. That was over half the health, by the way. And he can also do an insta-counter like that, where it stuns you for over 5 seconds. It's insane. I don't know the exact length, because it won't matter. He'll hit you even before you get out of it. Yeah, that was a command grab, by the way, as well. Great match. Thanks, boss. And we're on easy difficulty as a reminder how difficult this guy is. I probably could have dodged, but I double tapped instead of just tapping up. Just block everything, insta-counter into a stun. Wrong one. There you go. You can, if you get close enough, you can hit him out of it. But it usually teleports back, which makes it harder to hit out of it, right? You can teleport back there. He probably would have hit me there if he did that, honestly. Watch, he's going to insta-counter. Yeah, oh my god, I beat him, and we didn't have to show off all the BS in less than 10 minutes. Oh my god. It's a miracle. I outplayed Jinpachi, only took 1 continue after my first loss against him. That's so good. I'm so elated. Thank goodness it's gone. We also get a pre-rendered cutscene to show that Jinpachi and the evil essence in him is finally defeated. Ash to ash, dust to dust. Mishima Zaibatsu or bust. And now he gets to be the leader of the Mishima Zaibatsu, which is the classic take on winning the King of the Iron Fist tournament, that you get to own the Mishima Zaibatsu. And now he gets the Kazuya setup, where he gets all suited up now, and nice dress clothes. He even gets a throne room. Uh-oh, is this a dark turn for Jin Kazama? Those guys all look like Harada. Was that intentional? Harada without the beard. But you can tell they're trying to go in a darker direction for Jin here. And you'll see that when Tekken 6 comes about. Look at that smirk. Got your credits. Good stuff. We made it through. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm beyond elated at this point. Under 10 minutes in story battle, that's great stuff. All right, since we got through that, I want to show off some other stuff. Of course, that's part of this game. Customization. It's super important because around this time, Namco was deciding to add customization for the characters, as you saw in Soul Calibur 3. If you watched that video, go watch it if you haven't already. But they're adding more customization on each individual character that you can make. Now, you can't create your own character. You can only customize ones that are already available. You got edit player name if you want. I'm just going to keep it what it is. Character customization. Let's do Jin Kazama. Pointed hood. Don't know why I chose that. Metrosexual hairstyle. This is of its time, as you can tell. A baseball cap. You could do mostly 3 options for everybody. Upper body, lower body. You get more variety with your colors here. To change the gloves, the main colors of the outfit, and even the shoes. So if you don't like red, you can change it to something else. Some characters get extra costumes. We're also going to show off theater real quick. Theater's not super long or anything like that. It's not like Soul Calibur's theater mode. But you got the prologue, epilogue of every character. You have the other stuff like the openings, the Heihachi version, the arcade version with Heihachi, the other private shows, the TGS trailers, all that special stuff. The E3 trailer, remember E3, rest in peace. But you got Jinpachi's stuff as well, his death and final transformation. Heihachi's resurrection with Raven, and Jinpachi's transformation with Heihachi's usually the special with the third. Pretty much it for movie. And you got the music here. Look, Moonlit Wilderness. If you want to just listen to this and do something else on a second monitor, go ahead. It's right there for you. But this soundtrack's very good. It's definitely up there as one of the better Tekken soundtracks. Now that we got through customization theater, we got to go through arcade history. This is one of the best ideas, not just for a fighting game, but for any game that is new and tries to incorporate previous games into their new game. Arcade history allows you to play the arcade version of Tekken 1, Tekken 2 version B, which means all the characters are unlocked, and the arcade version of Tekken 3, which doesn't have Dr. Boskanovich and gone. You can also play Starblade here as well, which is a great addition too. So you get 4 arcade games with Tekken 5. It's great. So we're going to play Tekken 3. And if you've remembered when I changed the display, we're in progressive scan now, which is going to make Tekken 3 look even better. You also get a nice little, not tutorial, you get a nice little button setup of how to play the game. If you didn't already know how to play Tekken 3 at this point.
Good morning.
Good morning. I love the Tekken announcer in this game. Probably the best. Look, you get the demonstration here. All right, so you're going to play Jin here. Because I just want to show it off. You probably noticed it's already more crisp and clean. And also, arcade mode is usually faster loading from the original arcade cabinet. Also, the music is arcade. Look how good this looks, though, for Tekken 3. I'll probably put up a comparison of the original Tekken 3 to this version of Tekken 3 from Tekken 5. Because remember, this is in progressive. Rounder, too, as you can tell. Bam, look at this. Oh, it feels so good. See how easy that was? I mean, to be fair, stage 1 was easy, too, on Tekken 5, but it definitely got harder. Oh, my God. You'd have to time that perfectly. There you go. Hey, to Electric Wind Godfest. No, you can get out of it. So in order to reset, you hold down start and then hit select. And you keep holding it down until you get back to the original screen of choosing which arcade version of the game you want to play. Best addition ever to a Tekken game. I think it's better than Tekken Bowl, Ball, and Force. This concept I wish was in Tekken 6. So the final thing we got to talk about, because we're not doing arcade battle time attack, that's just standard stuff you get in other Tekken games, is Devil Within. They decided to replace Tekken Force from Tekken 3 and Tekken 4 with this side mode. I am not going to make it to the boss of the first levels. This game mode is terrible. It is tedious, monotonous, and the combos are not very great. There's not a lot of combo differentiation in terms of what Devil May Cry does or what Bayonetta does. Why am I even describing those two games? Because this mode plays like those. But it's a 3D action game more than it is a platform game. And you have to sit there and do monotonous combos a lot in order to get through the stages. Because you can avoid some enemies because there'll be walls that stop them because they can't jump over it. But in some cases, you're going to be forced to fight enemies. So we're going to start with a new game. We're going to just do easy so I could show you going through it. And you got all your buttons here, thank goodness. You're also going to hear maybe the worst remix of Tekken 3's Jin Kazama theme, which was already a remix of the arcade version, so it's a double remix. But this just tells you the plot of what this mode's all about. We got to figure out how to get rid of the Devil Gene. Shocker. Okay, you're like, what is this? This reminds you probably of Tekken Force. But you move around like this. I'm not saying it feels bad. That's not my point, but it just gets really monotonous quick. The tedium's too much without enough differentiation to really consider doing this mode. Doing this mode unlocks Devil Jin. Because usually Tekken had the idea it's like either beat arcade mode a certain amount of times or do a certain amount of battles to unlock a character, but here you go, you got enemies that just randomly like warp in. It's very weird. They just warp in. They change time and space itself in order to fight Jin Kazama. As you notice, my health bar's up top. You got the Devil Gene logo behind it. It's really edgy. Combos by spamming 2 buttons. I am not joking. You press the square button to do your fist combo, or you do the A button to do your kick combo. You can also grab. You've got a double jump. You can jump kick in the air if you want. It's just like playing Tekken, except with a double jump. But it's a 2-button fighter now, which is really weird because the only time I've ever seen that with Tekken was Tekken Advance, which was because of the limitations of that game. It's a Game Boy Advance. Even though it had more than 2 buttons, they relied on those 2 buttons to do the kicking and the punching. Not the best idea for a Tekken game. See, this is a section that forces you to fight the enemies in order to get a pylon here or a control panel to unlock so you can destroy it. You gotta hit doors to unlock them if you didn't see that before. But you just run through things. Like, you can run past these guys if you want, but you don't get the blue gem things. We have another 4th section here. We also have alternate paths. It's usually to get other stuff, but in some cases, it's also to unlock doors to the main path. Look, you can get to fight harder enemies as you go. So if you want to keep doing this, go ahead. Like I said, I don't recommend playing this mode at a harder difficulty just because of how tedious it is. If you want a challenge for doing this, go ahead, but it's really more from the enemies becoming more aggressive, and I do believe even the basic enemies get more health. Let's go. Moving on. Press the thing. So these blue doors go to a next section of the level. It'll show a now loading screen, and that's simply it for this. So the bosses in this game are just an arena fighter. It'll be a 3D bot or some creature or whatever, and on the health bar you have to get down to 0. But also I want to describe, there's a red bar up there, and you're probably wondering what that is. That is the Devil Jin bar. If you get that to max, you can activate it, and you get to be able to play as Devil Jin. Now, the caveat with playing as Devil Jin is that when you get attacked as Devil Jin, you do take damage to your health bar, but that health does not decrease fully or activate until you're out of Devil Jin mode. So it's trying to tell you, hey, you can be aggressive, but be aware when you're out of this mode, you're going to take all that cumulative damage. And that's pretty much it for Tekken 5. I don't got much else to talk about with this game. It just feels really good. Avoid this mode as much as possible. If you want to play the other versions of Tekken, if you don't actually have a physical copy, you can get Tekken 5 instead, just to play the arcade mode of the others. But the thing is, you do lose out on side modes like Tekken Force and Tekken Golf and Tekken 3. You don't really lose much from Tekken 1 and 2 since you get all the characters available. And you don't have to worry about Dr. Boskanovich and Gone in Tekken 3, so that's definitely a plus. I definitely plan on making more reviews and retrospectives as we continue on through Tekken and other games I might talk about in the future. But Tekken 6 is up next, and oh boy, wish me luck on that game too, because it's definitely going to be rougher than this game. All right, have a good one on me, and remember, Devil Jin.